Hello guys, welcome to the Laptex. My name is Nasir and you are watching HP case study. Uh, I think this is AMD motherboard. Uh, the part number is LA-H32AP. Might be, it could be uh, either dual core or AMD processor. So by seeing your BIOS, you can identify even both use dual core as well as AMD use 1.8 volt processor. So let's have a view of the motherboard. This is the motherboard I have just downloaded uh, from the website, that LA-H32AP. This is AMD Ryzen processor, and Ryzen or Athlon. This is, I think, Athlon. Yes. Uh, Now let's talk about the problem. Mm, as I have shown you the part number here, somebody has messed this area. So first of all, let's clean it. There is the something glue or something very sticky. I don't know what is this, but this is not good. So I request to especially the guy who is sending from West Bengal, uh, be very careful. I am getting very damaged motherboard which is tempered, or most of the time CPU is damaged. And the last case study I have shown there was the problem of merely RTC reset, and somebody has baked the motherboard badly. Now what is the scenario of this motherboard? Let's inject the power into the DC jack, and you will notice that something happens like this. Light comes and goes. This is the problem, this is the scenario. And if I, here is the on off button, if you press, nothing, nothing. Okay. Yes. When we press, what does happen? See here, if I press the power button and press the power button, nothing. Press the power button, I saw that the light was glowing here. No, I think DC jack may be removed. As soon as you inject the DC jack, and light comes for a moment and goes out, nothing happens. So we will begin from the very starting. We are not going to check the shorting. These are the very common things I have shown you many times. For your reference, go on the Laptex where you are watching the old videos. You watch, there would be English video as well, that how to find shorting in the motherboard. Now let's come to the voltage and check 3.3 and 5 volt standby voltage after turning on, if it is suspended. So let's turn on, nothing happens, no, nothing. So what about the LDO of 3 volt? 19 volt is present or not? So come here and check. This is the 19 volt. uh, do you have 19 volt on the motherboard? Yes, of course I have 20 volt on the motherboard. Other hand, we have to check the LDO. The 3.3 volt is absolutely all right. There might be somewhere RTC area, and I don't know that in compile motherboard there is uh, DC1, DC5, DC5, and I think I need to check it on the DC. Something is written. We fortunately we have the board view, and as well as we have schematic diagram, so we will try to find out what is the scenario that it is not turning on. Okay. mm, is there any point that DC1 I could find? Usually in the compile motherboard, DC1 is the nomenclature of RTC diode, so nowhere I am finding DC1. Okay, all right. So come to the mm, diagram and write DC1. I think that might be RTC. Mm, if I'm not wrong, my experience might be no, this is not. So let's write RTC. DC5. Oh, that is, I'm sorry. In Intel motherboard, DC1 you will find, and maybe in AMD it is called DC5. But it is better that you look into the diagram and find what is the name of the your RTC area. So DC5 is here. So let me zoom it, and I'll show you here. So I think DC5. So I think this is the DC5. Now RTC VCC, I want to check that there should not be any problem at all, otherwise I will declare this motherboard not repairable unless or until you change your processor. So that is why I'm checking it first, that RTC VCC is alright, and now I can move further at least. So RTC VCC I have, and lead, what is coming here, lead, and usually RTC is 1.8 volt in the AMD architecture. RTC, so here U41, sorry guys, here U4104 is given to send 1.8 volt on this area. I hopefully, as long as I have experience in the AMD motherboard, that it will reach here 1.8 volt. So 3 number pin I have to check of U4104. I think it should be nearby. Yes, it is absolutely nearby. This one. So pin number 1 is 3.3 volt, and this might be, yes, of course this is 1.5 volt, not 1.8 volt. 1.5 volt is your RTC uh, clear CMOS, RTC VCC, whatever you call it. It is written here RTC VCC underscore R. You will get 1.5 volt. This is absolutely all right in AMD architecture. Okay, so never mind that you have not to make a jumper wire, otherwise your AMD processor will damage. So RTC is 1.5 volt in the AMD architecture. You have to mind it. Got it? Now what else? Why it is not turning on? Let's check that. Do you have voltage on the on off switch? So here is the on off switch, I think, where it has gone. Yes, switch 1. No voltage, no voltage, no voltage at all. Okay, so come on the SW1 on the motherboard, on the diagram. SW1. Look, this is the way you have to repair the board, otherwise you are going to mess the board. Especially my request is from the West Bengal, my customers who is sending to have a belief on me that I will repair his motherboard. Look guys, in fact your motherboard is really damaged to that extent. I cannot repair without replacing processor, and the cost will be very much high. mm, this type of motherboard you can buy very in that price, the very price you have to pay me for replacing CPU. If the board is not available, then only I will help you to change the processor. Otherwise, for your experience, I'm not sure that you are missing this motherboard, you are going to damage your motherboard, or before you have received the board like that way. There are the two ways that people try to mess the board. One, who is not accepting your estimate, the customer is not, whatever you are given the estimate, whatever you are giving estimate to your customer, and customer is denying to repair, and you undo the motherboard. On that circumstances you can do such work, and sometime by mistake, like this motherboard is damaged by mistake. Here I have removed the processor, and tomorrow inshallah I will install the new i7 10th generation processor. This is the gaming motherboard. Since this types of motherboard is too much costly, and we customer also afford to replace the processor, so it is not big deal for me to replace the processor and GPU and PCH in the gaming motherboard. Even I am not denying you to repair this types of motherboard with AMD or with normal 10th and 11th generation, but the cheaper motherboard cost uh, replacing the processor is almost same. That is why I'm telling you that better to replace the board. If this, like this motherboard, you have seen the video, uh, this motherboard you have seen the video that how the processor is damaged, okay, to bake. The RTC was the problem only. Now I will try to reball it, and then I will figure out that what will be next. So here somebody was trying to repair the VCC SA, and see the FET is so much damaged that the area is blast, and VCC SA was getting 0 ohm, and that is why I have to remove the processor to repair the board. So after uh, VCC SA or core or any voltage which is related to the processor is short, then only option you have left that you have to replace the processor. So this is the Acer Predator gaming motherboard. So tomorrow inshallah I will replace the processor. So here there is a no voltage on the on off switch, and I'm not saying you that not blemish you that you are doing your job. Maybe that you are receiving the same way. Uh, Many of you send me the motherboard from all across the states, because I cannot receive the motherboard from the all across the world. Okay, there is the transport issue in the India. That is why I denied my students even to receive the board from the abroad. So I only receive the board from across the country, and I always urge you that you never uh, mess the board if you don't know how to diagnose. That my video is available in English as well as Hindi, and those who has taken my course from Laptex any time, like might be you have taken it in 2020 21, and what amount of video you are having, like 100 videos, 150 videos, never matter. After renewal, uh, after paying your renewal amount, you can access my tell video. As of now it is around 400 videos, along with the case studies. You can get access of all videos. C type is there, your BIOS concept is there, gaming concept is there. There are so many new things. PCH 400, 500, we have taught there. There are so many logic like configurations, compensations. There are so many things new is add on the new architecture. So if you want to upgrade yourself, if you don't want to mm, mess the board, and you just don't want to hit and try, you must go with this course. If you are new, you have never taken course, then you contact Dildar sir. Number is given there, not Nasir number. Dildar sir number is given there. You just contact him through the WhatsApp. He will inshallah reply you, and you can upgrade yourself. So no voltage, no on off voltage we are getting on this uh, point. One more thing I would like to tell: our webinar is going to take place in April. So Dildar sir will announce that what is the date of the webinar, because the webinar we are going to conduct across the world as per time, like Mexico, like we are going to conduct for the Bangladesh, India, and different countries, UK, US, all across the world. So Dildar sir is going to make a schedule, and he will uh, make you the time. He will give you the time that at what date and what time that will take place, and how that will be organized. But this is my duty to tell you that it is certainly we are going to discuss so many things, like how the C-type concept works. There are so many logics of the BIOS. There are so many logics of the DSO. There are so many logics of the new architecture motherboard we are going to discuss there. So I would like to request you that you stay tuned the Laptex video. We will inshallah update you about the webinar. Okay. So now let's talk about the case. Here switch 1 has no voltage. So let me bring you to the diagram that how the switching voltage is generated. This is very natural that we have always seen that 3.3 volt LDO is taken as 3.3 volt is always taken for the on-off pull-up voltage, but this time I think I am not visible good. I have taken bath. Sorry guys, it was just joke. So 3.3 volt lead is pulled up, and this voltage you can also bypass if there is no voltage. However, this is the LDO voltage. LDO voltage will come here, and the threshold is very low, so that is why it will turn on and it will connect to the through the switch, and it will send it the low signal to the IO, and IO will turn on. But first thing is that you need to have a voltage on this area. At least 3 volt you need to have, but we are checking on the pin number 1. We are getting 0.16 or something volt, 0.60. Okay, this voltage we are getting. So we need to find out, do we have this particular voltage, pull-up voltage, wherever it is coming from, I don't know. You just copy it and you just find it, what is the place where it is getting generated. So I think it is the lead switch area, and VDD aught switch lead. Here is the VL voltage. So this is the very normal architecture. 3 volt VL, or it is called, after diode it is called lead. So DS7 you have to find out first, or you just find out 4018. Come here and find 40. What 40? R U U 4018. So what is the location? Location is back side of the motherboard, and it is near about here. As it is showing me on the diagram, this one is your uh, lead. Okay, as per the diagram. And pin number 2 is your 3.3 lead. Pin number 2 is your lead. So it means the diode has passed. If you get this voltage here, so it means the diode has passed the voltage. I am getting this voltage. I'm getting this voltage here. So it means I'm checking 2 number pin. It means my diode is 100. All right. So you better to check that point where the two things are confirmed. So I am getting this voltage. Now we need to check the 3 number pin of the lead switch. So here is the 3 number pin. So now we are going to check the pin number 3 on this area. So this is also available. So why my uh, lead voltage is not going across that resistor. Now uh, we will find this R. Maybe that we don't have the R on the motherboard. R, uh, whatever. Copy it and keep it safe for the board view. Paste. Okay. So where on the CPU side? So let me turn on. I what I was finding. I don't. Let me show you. I'm finding this one. Okay. I'm finding this R 215. I am finding. So the location is here, R215. Okay, come here. It is suggesting us to move the board here, and it is JP6. JP6 is here. Yes, this is also on off switch. JP6 or PJ something. Okay, JP6 0.682 around. As I told you, half voltage is there. So this is ground, and this resistor we are talking about. Now see that, do we have the lead voltage on this area? Yes, we have. Then why don't we have this voltage? We don't have this voltage. We are expected to get this voltage on this side if there is no shorting at all. So first of all, make a setting of shorting and check that do you have what value open. Then why we are not getting voltage? Sorry guys, I think IO is not safe. Maybe this is my guess only. Let's come here now on the diagram. On off, you just copy, because this area has the problem, so you just copy this area or this one and paste it. It will share you the information that how it is connected. So maybe the D9, if it is available, ESD, that is static, for the static purpose. Now pin number 114 of the controller IO, and the controller IO number is 9022, maybe faulty, and nowhere on off. So that's it. Maybe one more thing, this could be faulty, but hopefully if there is a nowhere ground, if you remove it and you start getting voltage, maybe that is leaky. But I don't think that this cause this could cause to stop your voltage at any cost. So mm, once again we will do the same thing, that we will do the illogical jobs. Okay, now come, this is our resistor, which is we are talking about the very transistor for which I was sure that this has no problem at all. But despite, if you feel that between the on off IO and on off switch, this is for just transmitting the on off signal. But despite uh, that, I have said that there is no problem at all with this Q4108. I'm removing it because everything is possible in repairing, as I said to my offline students. Now see the scenario here. What voltage? 3 volt lead I was getting, still I'm getting here no voltage at all. Okay, and now it is going to uh, the IO. It is going to the IO. Okay. So this is connected to this pin, and this pin is directly going to 114 number pin of SIO. So we will do something like shifting the value of resistor. Okay, we have removed it. Place back your transistor. Place back. And we are going to use here the same way the last time I have shown you, that you have to reduce some value of resistor so that the current will be maintained, and you will get the threshold voltage. Okay, that is why I am going to reduce the R value. 2K I am putting here as it is showing me here on the board. After removing the actual value I will get. So from the scrap motherboard I have taken, as it was showing me, the 2 kilo, but I am not sure that it is 2 kilo ohm. Now I will verify that it is 2 kilo or what. Yes, 2.1 kilo. That is the good amount of resistor I have placed here. Now I will inject voltage, and I will see that what voltage we are started getting on this area. So 3.1 volt. And now you can notice here that let me one thing you can notice here, that your DC jack light is now constant. So what is the logic behind it? That earlier when I was using it, the light was coming and going out, and now it is constant. I have changed the R value, and by the changing the even the motherboard is saying you the value you have to use, that must be 100K, and the tolerance must be 5%. Now anybody can tell me that what I have done here, that I have revised the modesty of this diagram value. It is whatever it is saying, it is saying 100K and 5% tolerance. It could be either 95 kilo, or it could be maximum 105 kilo register. But instead of 100K, I am using here 2K, and my motherboard is behaving good. So this is called the logic. So illogically I have trying to repair this motherboard. Now I will turn on. Motherboard is all turned on, very good. And since there is a no RAM, so that is why load is 559 milliampere. Now I will use it also. And sorry guys, I cannot show you the display. Why? Because there is a C type only, and I don't have C type USB and anything. I just repair only. Okay, so here by you can guess, if you are repairer, you can guess by seeing the uh, ampere value. You can judge by yourself. I have turned on after RAM. What do you say? So display has come. So the logic behind it very simple, that uh, the IO on off pin is leaky, and there are the various region that the particular IO is not faulty, but the IO some region like on off area, sometime a display area, a dim display you get, and you make a jumper wire. So that is the IO problem. The IO controller is not controlling the on off LED area. So on that time, what does happen that you make a jumper wire and you make a jugaad. The same way we have done here. Why your voltage goes down when something sink on the ground, the something is synced on the ground. So what is inside the voltage? So first of all, the current will be synced. Entire current will be synced. Then the voltage started to sync on the ground, and left 0.68 millivoltage we were getting. That was the remaining. Around 3 volt, sorry, 2.5 volt is synced into the ground. So we have to reduce the resistor in order to provide the current. The voltage automatically will be increased. Okay, so that was the logic behind it. And see, the was uh, somebody was trying to uh, remove saw somebody saw it to desolder the coil to check that motherboard is turning on or not. So there are the various way. As I told you, I have taught in the video classes and in the new generation. Last August we have launched English and Hindi video. There I have given a parameter of the not triggering case. I have distributed the problem in the three parts. Like when you get the motherboard is not triggered, and when you get the motherboard is trigger and or suddenly off, and when trigger and on and there is a no display. I have divided these problems. Apart from that, when why sound does not come, why sound does not work, and when your hard drive NVMe M.2 don't work, and when USB don't work, how many things you are able to check, or you will just suddenly heat up the CPU only. Apart from the 5 volt on the USB, what do you check, and how can you determine that what is the fault behind it? Even before changing the CPU and PCH, what how do you confirm your PCH that that is absolutely all right? So there are the various way of repairing. You cannot learn without going through the schematic diagram and the data sheet of the particular chip. So if you want to make your repairing easy, you just contact on the given number. If you are new, you take the course. It is very reasonable price, and you can take course from Laptex, and you can enhance your knowledge. And this is my mm, challenge, that because I am not alone to teach you, because Dildar sir is also there, because I have given few things to him, like DC in charging internal logic, 3.3 and 5 volt internal logic, RAM IC internal logic, core IC internal logic, C type protocol logic, entire logics. I have shown you the C type practical video. Okay, I have given around more than 10 videos of C type concept, very conceptual. One video is around 1 hour and a half an hour case study. So around 10 videos will be given apart from the Dildar sir concept. So overall, you will feel a boost up in the field of repairing. So if you are our old student, then you can just renew your account and you will be upgraded. If you are new in the line and if you want to stay in the repairing, you have to have some guts in the diagnosing. So how do you garner, how do you acquire the knowledge? It is up to you. Okay, so this was the case, very easy. uh, I have more than 20 boards and I have to deal with tonight. So and it takes time to make the videos. So that is why I don't prefer to make videos, because most of the time, look, these types of case study I don't want to show you. Why? Because these are the very easy task. You need to understand the logic only. So if I started making videos of all things, believe me, I cannot make more than 2 and 3 and 4 videos an overnight. But what I have to do, I have to make at least uh, 8 to 10 motherboard I have to diagnose at in a single night. So this is my compulsion, that I cannot make so many case studies for YouTube. So sorry for that. We have not been making videos for a long time in English. But inshallah, as per your comment, as much your request, we will decide that we have to continue it or not. So if you really like this video, uh, hit the like button, and if you are in any group, you just share it. We will be very much gratitude for you for this help. So inshallah, we will see you in the next case study. Take care. Thank you guys. Thank you for loving. Thank you for watching this video.